All right, let's jump into it. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. I know it's a different time than I normally stream. However, it's still a good day. Still a good time. I'm just tired today, and I'm going to want to go to bed early. So it kind of is what it is. But we're going to go over the top 10 cryptos. All right, let's jump Oh, I hear myself. Oh, no. Well, we're going to go over the top 10. We are then going to go over any requests, and we do have to cover some really big news. I guess the spot ETFs, Bitcoin and Ethereum, are going to get listed to the NASDAQ. So I think tomorrow might be a really interesting day for trading. It just might be. But yeah, let's deep dive into the top 10 crypto, and then we'll go from there. Anyways, on the daily for Bitcoin, right now we are in neutral territory. We are still overextended from our 50 simple moving average. Keep that in mind. The biggest problem I'm seeing right now on Bitcoin is the fact that we lost this channel. So that's kind of disappointing. We have a candle low close not only below this channel, but if we go out to the weekly. On the weekly, we are still in overbought territory, and it just seems like we're retracing, but we're also losing this weekly high candle close, and now we also have another high on the weekly candle closes. So this little area up in here between 104,436 and 98,009, it will turn into a lot of resistance later on. If we're looking at this objectively from the weekly, the fact that we did lose these levels, it is now a possibility for Bitcoin to come all the way down to 71,269. So mentally prepare for that if it does. But the possibility is there. I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying it's possible. Going back to your daily here. So we did have massive bearish divergence. Just seems like we're clearing out all the longs, and we're resetting the indicators. And it's resetting relatively fast simply because longs are getting liquidated left and right. Going into the 4-hour time frame, so this is where things get a little spicy. Looking like this 95,692 is actually holding as support. Based off daily candle low closes, we can see how it's interacting on the 4-hour. We fell below it a few times, but we mostly wicked below and held. Right now we wicked down and we just barely touched it. We caught bids off of it. This is a good sign for a bullish case when it comes to the chart. So the fact that each time beforehand we managed to fall well below, and this time we couldn't fall below it at all the buy orders were sitting there, just shows there's a lot of buying pressure right there. A lot of limit orders sitting at 95,692. It might is the key word here, might be a little bit harder for the bears to push this thing down, but we're going to see how they do. Checking out the 1-hour time frame. On your 1-hour, we are still not putting in bullish divergence. We're just basically oversold and catching a bounce. So that's kind of nice to see where this thing can bounce up to. We have a trend line right here. So if Bitcoin decided to go in a straight line up for a bearish backtest, we could see Bitcoin rally 3.98%. So don't get too complacent right now on Bitcoin. If it does go up nearly 4%, you need to see that break, and you need to see the back test back in the channel before we get hyper bullish again. So Bitcoin, it's just taking a nice regular bounce. Going into your 15-minute, because I know there are degens out there that might be watching who do like to trade on lower time frames. So right now we just set our higher low, very first higher low. This is a good sign, very good sign. So we can make a trade based off tonight. So right now you'd be expecting Bitcoin, if the higher low maintains, we could see Bitcoin rally. Let's see here. We could see Bitcoin rally up to $99,266, or even back up to $100,231. These are two levels I would be paying attention to, because this is a very likely scenario. We see either a 2.32 or we see a 3.32% move to the upside. It could take literally all night, so don't think this is going to be a very fast move right away. But it could happen. It could happen fast. This is a 15-minute, but you'd be expecting it overnight. So overnight, I would think a lot of altcoins might catch very strong bounces as well. So take this as you will. 5-minute time frame, it's definitely jumping into that bullish control zone, looking like you're about to get a breakout of this downtrend, this very local downtrend, and your next downtrend's all the way up here. So let's just watch and see, but I do believe Bitcoin is about to go on a nice rally. As long as you do not set any lower prices below 95,692, Bitcoin could rally out of this area. So don't get too bearish. Don't get too scared. It's okay. Once we lose this level, we also have support sitting at 91,054. We lose that support, well, I mean, we have a lot of downside ahead. But as of this moment, don't get hyper bearish. Not yet. Not yet. It is not worth it yet. Anyways, this is what I see out of Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and check out the liquidation, the heat map. So on your 24-hour time frame, you can see massive longs are being built up right now. The lowest one right now and the highest amount, it's sitting at 95,340 as a stop loss. If we go down there, you're going to see this price dump hard. But I do believe the bulls are aiming at this 99,500 level. There's $73 million sitting there just ready to be taken. So those shorts, they're literally playing this as, oh, it's an Elliott wave. So even if it comes up, you should not clear this level, which is fine. That's fine. We could clear it and then start pushing even higher. We do have a couple more liquidations of overhead into the 100,000s. We'll see how that goes. Checking out our weekly for this, because the weekly candle close is going to be coming very soon, but also CME futures, the week ends tomorrow. So prices could get a little funky leading into tomorrow. Just be ready for that. But if price managed to get up to $109,000, there's $79 million waiting up there, not to mention all these other tens of millions of dollars that could get liquidated in the process to help us go up there. Noted, if we lose 95,344, that is $117 million that could get liquidated in longs. That would shove the price down a bit. That would. Maybe a lot of other traders are seeing what I'm seeing. That could be a problem. But I do think we're catching a nice healthy bounce. We just got our higher low. That is what's giving traders the confidence to be able to jump into this trade. And you know what? I think I might join them, because we are breaking out right as I'm speaking, a 2.13% upside move. I'll take that. I don't mind. Let's go into Bitcoin. Let's jump in. Feeling about a 75x? 75x buying the breakout? I like it. Oh no. What the? Okay, refresh. Come on. Oh no. Don't show that stuff. Refresh. I would love for this thing to refresh. I'd love to get into the trade. I guess we're not going to get into the trade. Oh well, so much for that. I wanted to. We're fine. I'll get another entry. It's fine. On your 5-minute, a better entry would be when this CCI indicator is down at the bottom. So it's fine. I'll wait. Anyways, moving right along. That is Bitcoin right now. Let's check out the Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance is falling. Wow. On the 5-minute, it is falling. Let's check it out on the 4-hour though. Yikes. Didn't want to see that. We got a break to the upside. That is a problem. That is a real problem. We really didn't want to see that. Our altcoins are going to be struggling a little bit if this thing continues going up. This is uptrending now. Yikes. Benefit though, we are in the overbought territory, so maybe, just maybe, we get another pullback so the alts can continue running. That's a shame. Don't want to see that. On your daily, you're still not overbought. Dang, but it does look like a bearish backtest on the daily. So maybe we do start losing some of that market cap. I kind of doubt it though, unless Ethereum starts moving. If Ethereum starts moving, then we're golden. But as of right now, we do have a downtrend on dominance. If this maintains for the day and it continues to fall, could be a very good day for altcoins. Could be. All right, so Bitcoin dominance, that's fine, no big deal. Let's go into Ethereum. Going into Ethereum. Oh boy, I need to get rid of all this noise on the chart. Hold on. All right, on Ethereum. So we did lose our levels of support, but it does look like we're finding a new level of support. If we end up losing the $3,371 level, we could very well see ourselves back to 3,054. Not great, but we're getting a buy signal on the daily. This is nice. Let's check out the 4-hour. Now your 4-hour is not showing any bullish divergence yet. That's kind of a shame. So we could get a bearish backtest of the 200 moving average on the 4-hour. That's a strong possibility now. That's too bad. Checking out your 1-hour. 1-hour, you're oversold, catching bids. Where's ICP going today? We will check it out. Oh, so we're catching some bids. That's nice to see. But we do have this sharper downtrend we need to break out of. So if we can break out of this, we then have another downtrend to work off of. And noted, there's another one too, but I believe we're breaking out of it right now. 15 minute. Yeah, 15 minutes uptrending. You had this downtrending level of resistance right here that you're currently broken out of. So as long as you continue making higher lows, this thing could actually rally. If I was trading Ethereum, what I'd be looking for is something in the neighborhood of 3,500 to possibly 3,549. So that's what I see out of Ethereum. After that, we got to maintain some support and do some other things. But this looks pretty darn solid for a trade setup right now. Your stop loss you'd be looking at would have to be somewhere in the neighborhood of like 33.60. So keep that in mind if you're deciding to degen your way into Ethereum right now. Anyways, moving right along. Let's check out ICP real quick. We're going to go into ICP. ICP, you are breaking back up. This is nice. Trying to get back into some of your support levels. Let's go out to the daily real fast. Let's clear this thing out. So you lost your 50 simple moving average on the daily. That's a problem. That's actually a real problem. You could start fighting against it bearishly. Could be bad. Not even gonna lie to you there. If you stay above your candle high close here at 990, then you could be in really good shape. So let's go ahead and mark that out, I guess. These are the two levels that were acting as support and resistance before. Now we have a new level to focus in on based off this candle high close here. Hopefully I drew that right. I doubt I did. Right there. So these candle high closes on the daily, they're starting to act like support. This is nice to see. If you can break back above, which no, we can get rid of this now. Those trades are done. They don't matter. We fell through all those supports. Now, if you can break back above 11.96, if you can break back above that and stay above it, hold it as support, you're now going to focus in on 15.69. Your daily time frame, you're in the bearish control zone. You do have a buy signal on the CCI indicator. 4-hour, you're oversold. Last time you were this oversold was a while ago. Holy shit. Wait, did you get it? Oh wow, we got some very mild bullish divergence on the 4-hour. That's great to see. So that's actually pleasant. It looks like it was just a liquidity grab right now. If it was, and you do start seeing more upside, you'd be looking at this sort of like this, where you'd be aiming for 1748. 1748 is in play right now on the 4-hour if you can break above this demand line. There's a lot of ifs because there's a lot of resistance. So if we could break above some of that or all of it, it would be fantastic. But you not only have this demand line, you have another demand line, and you have overhead resistance. A lot of work that ICP needs to get through in order to be hyper bullish again. Well, that's nice. You broke out of that. But then you have this to contend with as well. So let's see what happens if you can get above 11,096. If you can get above that and hold it, you're in really good shape. You're in really good shape. You already held support down here at 990. If you can stay above that 1056 and consolidate before breaking above and holding above 11,096, you're doing good. Otherwise, see you at 898.1. Just see you down there. You are currently in a very strong downtrend that needs to break. So that's what I see out of ICP. Right now, you're catching a bounce. And if you're scalp trading this thing, you'd be selling right now. This looks like it'll be a bearish backtest right this moment from these previous highs. So let's hope that the higher lows continue. Yeah, the 15 minute giving you a very strong sell signal. Let's see if your 5 minutes doing it as well. 5 minutes giving you a sell signal as well. I'm guessing a higher low is coming, because you did have this level that you broke out of at 1041.3. Stay above it, you're okay. Yeah, just a lot of iffiness out here. A lot of iffiness, especially after the second day of pulling back. I'm leaning bullish on next week, though. Christmas rallies are a real thing. They're a real thing. But Bitcoin and Ethereum getting listed to the NASDAQ is a big deal. It's a really big deal. So in this very short term, expect that 50% retrace. If I were thinking of entering this, I would wait for that 50% retrace. You could come all the way back down to 1037.5 before rallying further. It's just a possibility. The higher this thing goes, then the better it looks for where that 50% retrace is. Let's say you get all the way up to overhead resistance, could come back down to support. That's what I see out of ICP. Moving along, we're going to check out XRP. XRP. I was bullish on this yesterday. Looks like we tried to double bottom, but we got slightly lower. That's too bad. Now we're breaking out of this downtrend. This is a good sign. Very good sign. I like to see that. You're getting a sell signal, though. You need to hold support. You gotta hold that support. If you don't hold support, well, you do have some lower targets. Anyways, going into the 1 hour. 1 hour, you're just now trying to get out of that bearish control zone. You're going to find a lot of resistance off this 50 simple moving average on the 1 hour. So there's that. You probably have a high stochastic as well. Your CCI indicator is moving into that bullish control zone. So there are some positive things. Right now, first thing I'd be looking at is about a 50% retrace from bottom to top, which you're looking at resistance at 244.6. Once we get there, you can reassess where you think this thing is going. I don't think I'll be live during those hours. If you bearishly backtest and you stay below it, you could very well see this thing at $2. So be careful there. Be careful with XRP. And noted, if this breaks out completely, 295 to 323, it's still in play. Still in play to see much higher prices. Until we start getting below these lows here, this low in particular, at 190.54, still in play to keep going up. Still in play. So that's XRP. Let's go ahead and look at BNB real quick. Even though nobody ever requests it, we're going to look at it. So BNB. So Binance Coin looking strong as hell with the higher low. Oh my god. Yeah, Binance token looking extremely strong here. That's insane. What the fuck? All right, so BNB token just asserting its dominance. You didn't quite make it to your 1272, so I'm still aiming at that 840 level. BNB doesn't look like it it has to pull back much further. You're sitting on top of your 50 simple on the daily. You're holding your highest weekly candle close level of resistance ever. This is crazy bullish. Crazy bullish on BNB. Your 4 hour, you almost got into oversold territory. You're getting a buy signal on your CCI indicator. What the heck? This thing's wild. Price wise, or percentage wise, we could see this thing go up anywhere between 23 and 45%. All right, cool. BNB looking like the strongest thing out there. I don't have to do too much TA on this thing outside of that because your stop loss is going to be at $640. It's a very tight stop loss. Enjoy. Too bad hardly anybody here likes that coin. Too bad. All right, Solana. Let's check it out. Solana, we drew this little channel out the other day. Look at how well it's respecting it. That's beautiful. So naturally, I'm expecting it to go back up to the heart line. We do have this downtrending level of resistance we got to worry about, so be careful there. Be careful there. But yeah, on your 4 hour, you're coming out of almost oversold territory. You do have bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Very plain to see. Let's check your daily. On your daily time frame, you're below your 50. That's going to cause issues. That's going to cause a lot of issues. So expect some choppy waters for Solana. I mean, also, they had like a network outage earlier today. I was trying to send some Solana and it failed. Ugh, annoying. But at least it got worked out. I got to send it later. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, getting a nice break to the upside. Let's see if you can get back above 202 and hold the support. That's like the most important thing. You're coming out of oversold territory. We still need to set that higher low before we can get really bullish on Solana. We haven't quite gotten there. On your 15 minute, you most likely have it. Yeah, you're just uptrending right now, but it's giving you a sell signal on the 15 minute, saying you could go lower. That'd be a shame if that played out. That would be a gosh darn shame, because if it does play out and we do start selling off at this moment, we could see price come all the way down to 181. Always keep in mind your bearish side along with your bullish side. Always keep it in mind, so then you won't be caught off guard. Checking out the 5 minute. 5 minute also giving that sell signal. You could see Solana drop. Oh boy. Oh boy. Could be an 8.93% downside. Jeez. You'd figure the bears would give up. My gosh. But yeah, we're going to see if we get some overhead resistance at 202 and then figure it out from there. If you are trying to trade this to the downside, number one thing you probably should do is just draw the supply line. If you break the supply line, expect lower prices. Expect lower prices. So that's what I see out of Solana right now. Moving along, Dogecoin. Dogecoin looking like everything else in the market, but on the daily, we did lose the 34-cent level. This is a big issue. A really big issue. We wanted to hold that. That's not good. That is major support and resistance. If we come out to the weekly and you notice what just happened here, this is a problem. Anytime you're below it and you bearishly backtest it, automatically you go straight down to 18 cents. Dogecoin is not looking good. Dogecoin is not looking. It was looking all right last night. It's looking horrendous today. That is terrible. The benefit here, there is no bearish divergence on the weekly, so this is still considered a bullish consolidation. But man, oh man, is that not good. Going into the daily time frame, you got your buy indicator. Now you're starting to see a little bit of green. So hopefully the day ends better than what I think it's going to do, because I could see a further dump. I really could, and it's not going to be fun. For the Dogecoin holders, not going to be fun at all. You got into oversold territory on the 4 hour. Current demand line is sitting right here. If you manage to break back above it, you'd be back in the channel. I I don't know if it's going to do it. I don't know. If it does do it, that's going to be a false bearish breakdown, and that's going to be massive for Dogecoin. But right now, we are catching a bounce. We have been oversold, seems like, for the last 2 days. We do have another level of resistance we got to worry about right here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 15-minute is telling us to get out of our positions. Wow, so if you were in a long down here, right now you'd be considering closing that long. That's rough. And I'm saying considering, I'm not saying do it. I'm saying considering, okay? But this is not bullish. It's not bullish at all. You're below a key level. That's really, really bad. Oh, you're at the perfect spot to short it. Dogecoin, we could see this thing fall another 12%. Since it looks so darn good to the downside, I'm guessing it's not going to happen. But, oof, if it does, could get a little gross out here. Could get a little gross. Anyways, let's flip that on its head. Let's see where we could see Doge going right this moment. We could see it be going up anywhere between this. Oh, geez, you're almost there. 33056, or even as high as overhead resistance at 34 cents. Okay, all right, that's Dogecoin feeling a bit bearish. That's not good. That's really not good. Going into ADA, I was very shocked when I noticed ADA is right under Dogecoin now. That was pretty shocking to me. I didn't realize ADA was doing that well. ADA looking a lot like Dogecoin, where we could see more downside. You have yet to touch or test your 78.35. That's too bad. Checking out your daily. Daily is giving you the buy signal. You're trying to catch a bounce off your 50 simple moving average. That's nice to see. What was once our support, though, on the daily, we were utilizing 94.06 as support. Not only once, twice, 3, 4 times. We were thinking we were going to hold the 5th time. However, we did not. We did not. We failed. So we're coming down. Anyways, 4-hour time frame. We're in that oversold territory, showing bullish divergence, which is nice to see. Let's see. Last time we had prices around here, we were in overbought territory. So this could be some weird form of hidden bullish divergence where we see a false bearish breakdown and prices move up. Could be one of those situations just to instill fear in everyone's heart. But yeah, we just kind of have to wait and see if we get a breakout and a backtest. On your 1-hour time frame, you're coming out of oversold territory, but this just seems like a very minuscule rally. We have 10 minutes left on this hourly candle where we could see a bit of sell pressure coming in thanks to this pesky little 15-minute time frame. 15 minutes is indicating we could see more downside, and if we do, we could see this thing come down anywhere between 81.90 and touching our support at 78.35. Let's wait and see if we get it. Let's wait and see. But that's ADA Cardano right now. So let's move right along. What's up? Still holding on to your BLZ position? You are? That's amazing. I got stopped out while sleeping. That bad stop loss ruined me. TRX. Alright, TRX surprisingly is holding support. Well, that's weird. Surprisingly holding support while being completely overextended. That's really strange to me. I don't understand it, but it's doing it. So there's that. Good for TRX, I guess. Let's check out your 4-hour. 4-hour is trying its best to hold on to that 200 simple moving average, but you do have this downtrending level of resistance that accelerated. So let's mark this out as well, and it looks like you're trying to break out of it at the moment. Going down to your 1 hour so we can see that little downtrend better. Maybe you're not. Maybe not. Let's just raise it up to here, because we at least have a wick to work off of. So yeah, we're still in this downtrend here. Looks like we're about to test it soon. You're coming out of oversold territory, which is nice to see. However, that 15-minute, your 15-minute doesn't look as bad as other charts either. It is giving you a little sell signal, but you could definitely rally off this. Huh. However, you are making a lower high, and you're already starting to retreat. That's alarming, to say the least. Did we get a 50%? We have gotten over the 50% retrace, and we're touching our 50 simple on the 15. We're going to need Bitcoin to really push things up here, because a lot of these tokens are set up for further downside. We could, well, I don't really care about TRX, but TRX could come down anywhere between 23.90 and 23.26. So downside is very possible here. Very possible. A lot of work to do to try and go up, but personally speaking, I really do think TRX needs to come down. Like, it is so overheated, it's obnoxious. Go test some support somewhere. I don't know what Asia's doing with this one, but they're going crazy. So that's what I see out of TRX. Let's go into AVAX, which is in the top 10. It is ranked number 9. Outside of USDT and USDC being in there, we don't count those. But AVAX. So AVAX trying its damnedest to hold support at 39.25. Let's see if it can do it. We just got a golden cross on the weekly. This is a very big deal, and would be weird if we completely invalidated it by falling. It would actually be weird. Going down to the daily. Daily, you're in the bullish control zone on relative strength, but you're getting that buy indicator on the CCI. You're currently below the 50 simple on the daily. That creates a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Going down to your 4-hour. 4-hour time frame, oversold. Let's see when the last time you were this oversold. Price was all the way down here. So this could be some form of hidden bullish divergence. And it would be huge hidden bullish divergence. So I'm not saying the price is definitely going up. It's just when you see stuff that's oversold on the 4-hour, it's hard to keep pushing it down. It's really hard. A lot of these on the 4-hour look great, but on the 15-minute, they look terrible. So it's like you could see another pullback just for short term, just nonsense, and then we see it pop right back up and make new highs. So keep all of that in mind when I'm talking about these tokens. But it's starting to look like for the 4-hour time frame, the selling pressure could be over for a while. Could be over for a while. So right now, you're testing one of your demand lines. AVAX really does need to try and break above it. However, it's looking bleak. Looking bleak on that 15-minute telling you to sell it. Jeez. So we might actually see AVAX make another low? That's ridiculous. But we could see AVAX fall all the way down anywhere between 36.12 and 34.37. Just keep it in mind. Keep the bearish case in mind. Always keep it in mind. Otherwise, I mean, we got tons of overhead resistance, but we could see AVAX make a move somewhere in the neighborhood of 19% upside just to test this demand line here. Cautiously optimistic on that one. I'm still leaning completely bearish, but hey, there's hope. There is hope on the chart. Hope is being priced in. Doesn't look great though. Doesn't look great. So that's AVAX. Let's go ahead and check out Link. Going into Link, probably a lot of the same, but 2178 has held as support. We did lose that level at 2459, 2178 holding. So what we looked at last night, it is still in play. We still could see 3417. But once again, that 15 minute is basically saying, hey, be ready to sell off. Just be ready. Right now, current downtrend, you're broken out of it. Huh. So Link trying to be built different. Trying. Let's go up to the 1 hour. 1 hour's coming out of being oversold, but we have not set that higher low yet. So this is where the pullback could be coming into play. 4 hour oversold. Last time you were this oversold, you are almost this oversold. Your price was all the way down here at $10. Holy crap. If that's not hidden bullish divergence, I'm completely unsure of what is. What? That is ridiculous. How much higher are we? I mean, you're only 132% above where you were the last time you were this oversold on the 4 hour, but yeah, that's no big deal. No big deal. That's fine. No biggie. We might be hyper bullish. Just maybe. Just maybe. And it lines up perfectly for Link to get all the way back up to 34.17. Why is Link so gosh darn bullish? But noted, you could very well see a pullback first. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right, now what we're going to get into is we're going to first look at Bitcoin. Once again, Bitcoin is pushing to the upside. So this is a very, very good sign. Pushing to the upside. Bitcoin is one of the few things on the 15-minute. It is not giving a sell signal. This thing is saying we can go up. So I'm sticking to that 213 to possible 398% upside. Really sucks I couldn't get in on this trade because Weeks decided to fail me. And it's still failing me. What are we doing? Okay, not failing me anymore. Really glad it wants to let me do stuff now. I was going to get into this thing on a 75x long. Wouldn't let me. So now I got to go a roundabout way by way of looking at different tokens that are directly affected by Bitcoin. So number one I would be looking at is STX. STX, where are you at? So this Stacks network, this thing is actually a way of you to basically farm Bitcoin tokens. That's really what it is. It's farming Bitcoin tokens. You stake the STX token and then you actually get rewarded by way of Bitcoin. So let's do a little bit of TA on STX real quick, just to see if this could be a good opportunity here. On your weekly, you're hitting the 0 line. Oh boy, hold on, this might be a great opportunity. On the daily, you're oversold, or your CCI is telling you to buy. You're backtesting your 200 daily moving average. Okay, you have my attention. I mean, even on a 50% retrace, this might be worth it. %50 retrace would bring you up to 218. 218. It's a 19% upside move. Going into our 4 hour. Let's just see if we can enter into this. We're oversold on the 4 hour. Okay. Now, let's go into this little downtrend here that we're not currently broken out of. Go into the 1 hour. See that we got our line right. No, we don't. Bring it up to the wick. Okay, we're good there. We're starting to see a little bit more buying pressure. This is nice. This is cute. Going into the 15-minute. You better not look terrible. 15-minute kind of looks terrible. Kind of like all those other altcoins we were looking at. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. We're uptrending. We do have one higher low. We could be going down for another higher low. Could be. Let's check the 5-minute just to see. 5 minutes not really doing it for me either. Cannot jump into this trade. That's too bad. That's really too bad. I wanted to. I really did, but it needs to reset. We do have an impulse up to work off of, so naturally you're looking for about a 50% retrace. So if price comes down here to 180 or 1806, we could possibly think about getting into a long. We could, but we need that price to come down. We need it to come down. And also, we're putting in a supply line, so let's just let that thing marinate. Who cares? We're going to move on. Another one we should look at, or another two, is Rats, which is a meme coin on top of Bitcoin, which, wow, was that a nice move up. Oh, boy. But you did have a massive move down. Going out to your daily here. Oh, at least you found some support, but geez, you're in an accumulation range? Yikes. The benefit out of this, the only other time you've seen this price, you shot out of here like a cannon. Holy smokes. So Rats, great buying opportunity for accumulation, in my opinion. Checking it out on the weekly, though. Yeah, weekly, you're almost in that oversold territory. This is a very good opportunity to gather up this token. Let's get into the 4 hour. Alright, 4 hour has a very local downtrend that we can work off of. Right here, that we are not broken out of. Son of a... Still not broken out of. That sucks. We're oversold on the 4 hour. That's nice. We're already up 7%. Already, this is a risky trade. Oh, man. You do have bullish divergence on the 1 hour, so you're not expecting the price to go any lower than 5847. Not expecting it. Checking out your current downtrend here. Looks like you are fighting against overhead resistance. If you can break above both of these, you should find some support almost where you're at. Almost. Let's go ahead and check out the 15-minute. Alright, your 15-minute is doing its best not to look horrible for you to be able to buy in, but you're almost overbought on your relative strength, and that is a bad sign. You really want this to be down at the bottom or off the blue line. You don't want it to be at the top. No taking longs at that point. None at all. Your 5, you really want it on that red line before you even consider taking a long. So, Rats, no go. We're still waiting. Still waiting for something that looks good. Where I'd be looking for price to come down to is around that 50% retrace. Coming back to 6383 might be a good opportunity. But as of right now, you could load up your shorts. You could load them up. And if you were trying to short this thing right now, you would go with the high of the trend right there. You'd be looking for price to actually break this level of support, going back down to 5514. Yikes. Let's hope the higher lows continue. Let's hope they continue. Alright, Sats would be the next one I'd want to look at. Probably a bunch of the same shit. We got overbought on the 5-minute. It's a shame. Going out to the 1 hour. Let's see what downtrend we're... Ew, that looks gross. We didn't even touch support. Oh, man. You got the breakout, though. You do have a breakout. That is a confirmed breakout on the 1 hour. Your 15 looks terrible. Looks terrible. Looks like you need to consolidate. Darn. That's really too bad. Alright, so it's starting to look like we can't get in any trades outside of Bitcoin. That's really too bad. That's that gosh darn 15-minute. Can't even get into ADA. Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh. What about Ethereum? Ethereum looks better. Surprisingly, Ethereum looks better. I mean, the arguments there that you possibly could. Arguments there, but you still didn't get that pullback like I would like. So either way, it looks like I'm not jumping into any trades live right now. I'm just going to have to wait, put up some notifications, and then go from there. But yeah. So BLZ, you're still in the trade. I guess we could take a look at the BLZ, see how it's doing. You're starting to run up. Dead cat bounce, you're still aiming at 47% upside. GBT, the thumbnail king. Oh, yes it is. Oh my gosh, ChatGPT, I had to go through some struggles with it. This thumbnail is the combination of both Grok and ChatGPT working together. This one is the combination of the two. I'll even pull up what I had to do here. So it was like all these different options here. It started out like this because I wanted Pepe to be cheering in the background. And I was like, wow, that looks pretty good. I like that. And then I was like, all right, just change Pepe to a bear. This is what I get next. I get random fox bull thing and then dudes on charts. I was like, well, that's not really what I wanted. Damn it. So I went to Grok. Grok gave me this. This looks great. Thank you. Thank you, Rich. This thing looks great. But then I gave it to ChatGPT and I was like, make it better. But yeah, I gave it to ChatGPT and I was like, make it better. So it did. I'm more surprised it spelled bull and bears and live market analysis properly. That shocked me the most. And I was like, all right, we're going with it. So that's what I did. That's what I did. But yeah, that actually, it took more time than I wanted it to, but I feel like the image was solid. I feel like it was solid. So yeah, BLZ, you're still looking for that nice upside move. Impressive. No, it just took slight effort. Very slight. Graphic designers, I mean, we're still leaps and bounds away from being able to replace them, so graphic designers, don't get too scared. So BLZ, let's see if you can maintain this level of support right now that you're breaking out of. You do have a higher low. This is great. You do have a demand line that's like crazy high. So I'm thinking that 50% retrace could play out. Maybe even testing 1186. It could happen. BLZ, I'm not even going to lie. It's like, yeah, I got delisted off Binance. I'm more surprised that it dumped as much as it did because the only reason Binance delisted it is because it's low volume. Nobody's trading it. Suddenly, everybody wants to sell it. It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. They obviously didn't need Binance to start their reaccumulation process. So I think this entire dump was unmerited. Not making any sense right here. Don't like it. But anyways, BLZ doesn't look too terrible. Watch, they list it again. I mean, eventually they probably will. Eventually they probably will. Sharper downtrend. Even on the sharper downtrend, it's like you're just consolidating. Because the volume's back? Yeah, they could. They could. Oh, Bitcoin, no. Looks like Bitcoin's fighting some trouble as well. That's a shame. So yeah, right now, cautiously optimistic on the market. Let's see what the traders do tomorrow, because we will have futures expirations. We will. Holding BLZ, going to wait for the high 20s again. Nice. Nice. I wish you the best of luck on that one. I really do. And if you want the other one that dropped like crazy because of the delisting, it's AKRO. This looks absolutely ridiculous. Same thing. Can I look at Solo? It took a nice pullback. Yeah, we can check out Solo. So this one, as I was saying before, it was a great accumulation. Now it's like, what are we doing? If by the end of the week it retakes 2602, I'm going to buy this thing non-stop. I mean, absolutely non-stop. Because they got delisted from Binance, and if they can still maintain this low, that's going to be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Your daily's oversold. It looks like it wants to rally back. It really does. And you want to know the funnier thing? This chart, the AKRO chart, it's the Binance chart. So if they're still tracking it, there must still be trading on it. I'm confused. Cass wants to run. It's risky, but I keep longing the red candles and selling quick. Okay, that is pretty risky. That is pretty risky. Let's go look at Solo real fast. I mean, yeah, it took a nice pullback, but it bounced right back afterwards. You have a gap down. How'd that happen? Am I on the wrong chart? Oh, I am. My bad. Polony X, I don't understand what they're doing out there. I don't get it. So Solo on the weekly, it is trying to get back into an area in which, hey, great time to buy. Checking out the daily. When daily is giving you a mild buy signal, it just looks like you're trying to get back to that 50 simple moving average. It's really all it looks like. But the consolidation will end soon. It will end soon. We'll see what the resolution is. 4 hour. You did not get oversold. You did not get oversold. Here's your current downtrend that you're going to try to break out of. XRP wants to go too. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. A lot of the market really wants to take a strong bounce right now. It's the 15-minute time frame on everything that just looks really bad. Thing I don't like about Solo on the 4 hour is the fact that you just got like the double death cross and your 200 is now starting to curve over. If the 200 starts to go down, it's going to be extremely hard for price to get back above it. Extremely hard. So what you're hoping for is that Solo is going to break out sooner than later. They just seem a bit stronger than some others. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. XLM, XRP, they seem very strong. I didn't look at HBAR yet today. I'll probably look at it off stream, but yeah, just oof. Market was getting wrecked. Yo, what's up, Runner? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Bleeding? Yep, everything's bleeding a bit. Just a little bit. Solo is trying to get into that bullish control zone on the CCI and on your relative strength. 15's giving you a sell signal. Yikes. Let's see what the consolidation looks like. You do have support sitting right below you at 37440. If you break above this level and you get above 45066, it's almost certain you're going to get your breakout. Almost certain. And I'd expect this thing to run straight up to 61766. Solo looks really good right here. You just want a little bit more volume to pop in, just to push you over the edge. Get it up there. So let's see what happens after you get your 50% retrace. Let's see what happens. If you're looking to jump into a new trade on Solo, 43207 might be a good entry. Just might. But your stop loss does have to be below 40783 just because you're expecting an uptrend to start. So higher lows are the main thing for uptrends. You gotta have higher lows. All right. I guess let's look at Casper real fast. I'm definitely going to sleep early tonight. Oh my god. But also, everybody, I do plan on having a morning stream tomorrow. So, yeah, market open. I plan on being live. We're going to see how it goes. I only plan on being live for an hour. So I'll only be live from like at my time 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. So yeah, as long as I can wake up, I'm going to be here. And hopefully it helps push us over the edge on these subscriptions. That would be great. I mean, right now we only have like 14 viewers, 16 likes. Y'all are wild. I don't know how we pull that off. Thank you so much for all the likes, everybody. I greatly appreciate that. 17 viewers, 16 likes. Y'all are amazing. But yeah, hopefully if I start throwing in some morning times, we can get those extra subs. Hopefully. Really trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. It is taking so much time. And we're about, what, 139 subs away? We're close. We're close. Looking like Caspa, all it really did was you back-tested your major downtrend. I think Cass is fine. I think it's fine. Anything above 99409, you are good. They get sick of hearing me? I guess so. I guess so. The last time you were this oversold was right back here. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily for Caspa. I think Caspa's doing just fine. Checking out the 4 hour. Coming out of oversold territory. Nice. But yeah, I think I'm fighting a sickness also. That on top of like taking care of the wife and everybody, it's a lot. So I need to get some rest. That's what I really need. More sleep, more water, more greatness. As long as Cass can maintain above that downtrend, Cass is super bullish. I'm surprised you didn't get a stronger bounce up. If I'm being completely honest, I'm surprised. Now, if you're looking at this from like a downtrend perspective, just on a 50% bounce, we're looking for Caspa to get back up to resistance at 144,321. So currently speaking, we would look for Caspa to rally 14%. Dr. Techno, no problem. Not sure what I did, but no problem. Yeah, Cass is just chugging along. Little engine that could. Little engine that could. And it's a breakout. Nice. You're expecting no more lower lows. No more. Only up. Only up. Your long agrees with you. Yeah. Holding support, man. Holding support. That 50% retrace is very common. Very common. But what I'd love to see is after your impulse up, get that 50% retrace and then trend to the upside. That's what I want. That's really what I want. So I'm not in any rush to jump into trades right now. I just want to see what develops from today and tomorrow. Not in any rush. I'm mainly only trading Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin I can trade it on low time frames. And it all makes sense. So let's peek back in on Bitcoin, which is positive right now. Your 1 hour looking, or your 15's looking fine. Oh my god, it's looking great. You just crossed the zero line and back tested as support. If you were trying to jump into a trade, right now might be the time. It just might be. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Looking at 99,255. Beauty. Still, the entry was down here in the red on the CCI indicator in the red. That would be great. But all right, everybody. So members only night. It's always a shorter stream. I do plan on being back here tomorrow morning at 6 in the morning, PST, California time. 30 minutes before the stock market opens, so we'll see what kind of crazy volatility is going on. Yeah, I'm gonna just hydrate up. I'm gonna get on out of here, go to sleep in a couple hours. Maybe I'll make a YouTube video about that CCI indicator. I doubt I'm going to do it right now. I really do doubt I'm going to do it. I got to answer somebody's question on the Akima Inu or something. It's a meme coin. I made a video about it. Yeah. Yeah, actually, just long cast, tight stop. Nice. Very nice. I don't know what leverage you're using, but nice. Yeah, anyways, I don't have much else to talk about. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. This is a normally short stream, which is still in 1 hour. Who knows? But it might be easier for people to digest it later. We covered the top 10 tokens. We covered ICP. We covered Caspa. We covered Solo. We also looked at STX, Rats, and Stacks. So, a lot of different things there. 25x. You wild, Rich. You wild. At night, you're wild. Anyways, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to fluid up and sleep and feel better for tomorrow. I'll catch you guys in the morning. What? Yo, Dr. Techno, thank you so much for the $10 dono. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. I hope you all goes well with the baby. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to go heal up and everything, and jeez. Honestly, grateful for you guys. I'll see you in Discord. I will post whatever trade setups I find, especially tomorrow. And, yeah, hopefully I catch you guys live for Market Open. Anyways, deuces, everybody. I'm out of here. Keep those stop losses tight. I'll catch you in the next one. And real quick, Dr. Techno, Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Thank you once again. Have a good night, bud. Thanks, Rich. Thank you.